Now, Chelsea. Oh, my God. Chelsea. Oh, my God. Chelsea. What we saw from Cole Palmer today was nothing short of spectacular. I don't think there's a better football player in the world right now than Cole Palmer. I don't think you can hand on heart say there's a player that is exponentially better than Cole Palmer. If you think you know who that person is, tell me. Genuinely tell me who that person is that is exponentially better. He can dribble, shoot, take 3 kicks, take penalties, create chances. And you know, for years, I've always spoke about delivery. And everyone goes, what do you mean by delivery? Well, what I mean is he isn't just an eye test merchant. This man delivers. Broke a record today, 4 goals in one half of Premier League football. Nobody else has ever done this. And some of you are saying Yamal, you could say Yamal's better, but Yamal isn't exponentially better. Nobody is. Vinicius Jr. and Mbappe are not exponentially. Do you know what that means? That means there is no comparison. There isn't. Cole Palmer right now, I'm not even talking Premier League. I mean it. He is one of the very best players in world football. And Don Hussam, you get your ass on this stream now. If he isn't, you all go and find him later today. This man said Cole Palmer wouldn't get anywhere near last season's GA return for Chelsea. Oh my God, this man's bitterness holds no bounds. Holds 0 bounds. Palmer, amazing, record-breaking, and the variety of goals was just spectacular as well. On top of that, I got a lot of praise today for Maresca. Because, look, as a Man United fan, I was watching Brighton and I was thinking, why weren't you sitting on the halfway line when we played you the other week? Why weren't you doing that? Why didn't you make all those mistakes at the back? However, Maresca deserves huge credit. Maresca's team is starting, its shape is coming together in and out of possession, so they're harder to break down and beat. Yes, they conceded 2 goals, but they were from mistakes. They didn't concede goals today, Chelsea, because their shape was bad, in my personal opinion. But what he realizes, Maresca, is you don't have to play the same way in every single match to win football matches in the Premier League. He looked at how Brighton set up and he adapted, and they became very direct. And it was almost a case of win the ball back in defense, first pass into midfield, and invariably it was a first-time ball straight over the top from, it didn't matter who it was from. Gusto did it, Madueke did it, Sancho did it, Enzo did it, and they were in every single time. And it's 2 weeks running now. I've seen these different sides to Maresca. He can take an early lead and then he can kill the game off. He can sit back and be compact like he was against West Ham. They just pass the ball around and do nothing with it, and then they break. But what he can also do is set up from the beginning and say, do you know what? We don't need to be the aggressor today. We don't need to be the possession-based team. We can just sit there, let Brighton have it, because we know where their weaknesses are. This tells you that he studies the game. This tells you that he understands, and it shows there isn't an arrogance there. There isn't one of the things I rate Mikel Arteta for all the time. I've got a feeling Maresca's got this. They are not dead set on we have to play one way and one way only. That only works if you have by far and away the best squad and the best team in the country. Can you do that game in, game out, and it won't really hurt you? It's harder when you start going down the levels. I'm not saying Chelsea are a rubbish team, but you realize that there are different ways to skin a cat. And until Chelsea do become by far and away the best team in England, they have to be able to play in different ways, in different scenarios. And Maresca has done that absolutely incredibly in the last couple of games. And I think Chelsea fans should be exceedingly proud of that. On top of that, I think Jadon Sancho, another excellent game. The first player since Hazard and Fabregas to assist in his first 3 games. And it was another very, very, very good performance from him. I did think the penalty he won was a little soft, but once you saw the replay, you know it wasn't going to be overturned, but it kind of is what it is. Outside of that, Sancho had another very, very good game in a Chelsea shirt. And my biggest fear is coming true, that I just knew he was going to have a good time at Chelsea. I knew he was a good player. It just didn't work out at Manchester United. And David, listen, another win. Right now, you're in this title race. I mean, some people don't believe the title race kicks on until April. Some people believe it starts now by building for it. But you're in the top 4. Cole Palmer scored 4. Maresca's looking like an excellent acquisition. You must be blown away by the improvements in Chelsea.
how great life is when you've got the best player in the Premier League is. How great life is. He is an absolute joke. I'm sorry, I'm saying it with chest. That boy's top 2 and he's not 2. He is an absolute joke of a football player. Left, like, literally, that free kick, like, we talk about best goals you've ever scored in your career. That free kick for 99% of players is the best goal they'll score in their whole career. And yet to him, that's just another game week because he's already had a goal of the month this year already. This boy is out of this world. And I'm so happy how City gave us. Oh, City, thank you so much. Because that boy he's him. He's him. If we didn't have him, I actually don't know what we'd do. Because he's an absolute joke. But apart from Cole, rest of the team played really well. The only person who caused me any stress today was Robert bloody Sanchez. That guy, Jesus Christ, he was like, it's 3-1. Let's make this game a bit more interesting. Oh, here you go, take the ball. God, take it.
I would say this. I think what he did, he made me and the defense nervous because I was on the stream saying I need 5 to feel comfortable because with Robert Sanchez,
genuinely,
Terry, I keep saying this. I've been saying this for over a year. Robert Sanchez is gonna cost us somewhere. Do you know what I mean? A close game or something. But he's a joke. That first goal, both goals. That first goal, he went past the penalty area to try and catch the ball. It wasn't even in penalty spot. It wasn't even in like the little. He went past. And people go, oh, his distribution is good. Well, look at the second goal for his distribution. Let's see if that's good. Gave a hospital pass away. Honestly, he made the defense look nervous today.
People look at our defensive record. People look at our defensive record today and go like, oh, you see defense leaking goals left, right, and centre.
No, it's him. It's him.
Genuinely today, defense was really good.
Chelsea's defensive issues all season have been keeper-based or individual errors. And the thing is, when it's individual errors, is you just need a better player. It's not you haven't got problems because of your system. You have problems because individual, and generally it's been giving the ball away by passing or getting caught in possession. So no, I do agree. Like Sanchez is a player you've got to look, especially if you keep this up until January and you have 2 points off top, 5 points off top, you have to go out and buy a goalkeeper because you've then got an opportunity to win the league. You know, if you find yourself 10 points behind, but you're secure in the top 4, you might wait until the summer. But if you get to January and there's a chance, that would be the first position I think you guys have got to go and spend money on because you're gonna score goals.
We scouted the Leicester keeper all summer.
Oh, he's very good.
We did scout him. Yeah, we scouted the Leicester keeper.
He's very good.
Terry, can I just say on a side note, that Brighton Tottenham game, Highline special, that might break the record for most offsides in the Premier League history.
I have to say as well, though, I'm going to sound bitter here. Why didn't Brighton play with that high line against my team? And they're at home. Like, genuinely, why? But that's, again, it's one of those things. Some people will try and take that away from Chelsea. They'd played a high line, Chelsea just capitalised. But that's because their manager is adaptable. And there are some teams whose managers don't adapt, and they would have just tried to still play through them. And I would. That's what impressed me the most with Maresca today. He just basically said, it reminded me a little bit. You know when Klopp used to do this? Just go long. Just go long. Just one or two touches, bang, go over the top. You should have scored 8
today. You should have scored 8 today.
Today was one of the days where Jackson shows why you need a better striker, I think. Because he scored 2 or 3 goals.
I keep saying people he's Solomon Kalou. Region. I keep saying this to Chelsea fans. He's Solomon Kalou, bro. Just accept him as Solomon Kalou, and then you won't be disappointed. That's all. Do you know what I mean? Everyone, old Chelsea fans will know that's Solomon Kalou right there. He's good.
100%. Yeah. When it comes to Cole Palmer, there's a question here for Igal. That's sort of a point to Igal. It says Cole Palmer clears Saka by a mile. Igal.
Oh, let's not even do that.
Do you guys agree that right now Cole Palmer's the best player in the Premier League?
Yeah, I think they play different positions. To be honest, in my personal
opinion. Man!
Can I explain? Can I breathe?
I can't understand sprinters. Sorry, I don't speak sprinters. don't speak
Let
sprinters.
him try and turn to the midfield.
Oh my God.
Let me breathe.
He's got to turn out this corner now.
Let
There we
me
go.
let me breathe. No. It's not even that, bro.
Right, you
Listen,
play your way up
this
from the
is-
back
this
from this
is-
side, man. With the
this is
pressing, yeah.
this is an amazing game from Cole Palmer, no doubt. And I have never said that he's not a good player. I never said that he's shit. So the fact that he's saying I'm in the mud is crazy because I've never said that he's shit. The super chat said that I'm in the mud.
All right.
I never said that Cole Palmer's shit. I know that Cole Palmer is a very good player. However, the only reason why I didn't compare him to Saka, it's very simple. I made my point clear. What I respect is consistency. We could see him do the 20 goals last season. I need to see him do it this season. And the next season, I need to see build up that consistency. Then I could be like, you know what? This guy is actually top tier, bro. This guy's top player in the Premier League. Let's not get excited just because he started off well. Because even in a couple of games, he was missing. But I still think right now he's on a trajectory to get that, bro. So if he does it again this season, then bro, we're gonna have to have conversations because I think he could be one of the best players in the Premier League, and I'm not gonna sit there and hide it. I'll be honest.
I don't think we need this Chelsea. We don't need the Chelsea fans to rip Saka down.
Since game week 1 of last year, no other player in the Prem has more goal contributions than this man.
You want to know something, though?
Including Haaland. I don't be there like, oh, but
1 second. Nobody's putting down Cole Palmer, but I
Cole
love
Palmer's
how it's always Saka. Let's have a conversation about
That was
No,
a super chat,
no,
not us.
the super chat speaking about Saka. Let's talk about the player of the season last year. Saka and Palmer are both outperforming the player of the season last year.
You're right. They are.
That's
You're
the guy. That's the guy who people should be speaking about and putting down right now.
He's got trophies to back up his.
He's sitting on the
back him
bench.
up. That's the problem.
He's sitting on the bench on a regular basis. But hey, I'll give Cole Palmer credit. He's performing really well right now, and I do expect him to get around the same level of GA that he got last season. But I do think things will even each other out, even them games out. Right now, he had a really good game off the back of a 4-goal game. No one's going to criticize him. But let's be honest. Let's not act like Cole Palmer's here and Saka's here. They're both really good players. They're both around the same. They're both around the same level. I view Cole Palmer as more of a goal scorer. I view Saka as more of an assister. Saka's on 6 assists right now. Cole Palmer's on 4. I hear it. He can get assists also. But I do think Saka does not score as many goals as Cole Palmer. But I do think Cole Palmer will not get as many assists as Saka this season.
I think he's going to score more than assists this
This is just some good game. You watched history today. You watched history. He got 4.5.
To be fair, I didn't watch it.
No one's
not Henry, not Hazard, not Haaland, not Drogba, not
Salah, not
Cantona. Do you get what I mean?
Not Shearer. Not Shearer.
Why is Terry's catching hella strays today?
Hang on a minute. Shearer got 5. My player Berbatov got 5. I'm just putting it
Bro,
out
you
there.
should be gassed.
In the first half. In the first half.
I don't remember, but he got 5 in the game. That's just saying.
No. I'm talking about in a half.
Not taking out Eric Cantona. It's not about that. I actually said it called you timeless, Goon.